Hello friends, good evening. This is Tulsi Bisain and today I am going to show you my the deep learning project human activity recognition. So this is the deep learning project in which we have to classify among the different human activity like walking, jogging, upstairs, downstairs, sitting and standing. So these are the 6 categories which are available with us with our data set, and we have to categorize them and or classify them. Okay, so this data set have been generated by using the smartphone by accelerometer. So by accelerometer and with sensors, the data has been stored for different human activities, and this is the time series classification problem which we have to solve. For this, we can use multi-class classification deep learning approach, and so these are all the various steps, and for the various activities we are generating the data according to it, and that will be labeled as X, Y, and Z for each activity. So this X, Y, Z will be available for each activity, and this is the pre-processing of the data which is generated by the accelerometer. Now this data we have to feed into our deep learning layer model. So in the input layer, and by using various hidden layers, we will work on this data, and at last output layer must be able to classify among these 6 various categories of the human activity. So this was the problem and the approach to the problem solving. Here I am giving the dataset link which you can download from the GitHub profile. Now we will move on to the code. So here is my code. I am using TensorFlow to create my model. Here I have imported the libraries, and I am going to connect with my dataset by importing the drive. And the dataset was of the tar file, so I have extracted the data, and this file was created some problem when I was using the pd_read CSV. So I have to read that line by line the file, and then I have created one list, processed list, so which I have read the line by line, and by the I have separated that lines by commas and semicolons, and then I have stored that in the list. So you can see that there were some lines in which I was facing some problem when I used the CSV command to read the file. So now by this code, I was able to read that file, and the whole data is stored in the process list. By using this process list, I was next created the data frame, and now my data is ready to use. And then I have seen some related information, and I have checked then for the null values present, and here XYZ is a kind of object data type, so therefore I have to convert it into the float. Now because the data set that you can see here, that this was the dataset file, that the for standing there were only 4.4% data available, and for walking there were 38.6% data available. So that was kind of imbalanced data set. Therefore I have to take the minimum value of the data for each activity, so that my data set should be balanced. So that we will do. And here I am plotting the graph for X, Y, and Z value. And here I am taking the frame size of 20, which is already given in our data description. So here I have plotted by using matplotlib for 10 seconds. I am using 10 seconds for frame size. And here, so there for walking and jogging, there was much more variations in the frequency, but for sitting, so there was much variation for sitting and standing. So this was the graph, and we are going to take this graph for 4 seconds, for 4 seconds of time spent when we will create the model. So we will take 4 second time spent. Now here I am copying the 3555 data, because that was the minimum data available for standing, which I have shown earlier. here you can see, okay, yes. So here the data for walking was 1,37,000, but here for standing 3,555. So therefore, I am taking 3,555 data for each of the category, so that my data set will be balanced. So now I am taking that value for each of the category, and I have created another data frame for balanced data set. Now I have a label encoded also for all the activities, and then I have standardized all the deviation data. So by using standard scalar, and now I have to create some frame preparation. Frame preparation is why required, because if the activities changes among between the frames, means the one when one frame is going to end, then the activity is also, another activity is also starting. So for that I have to take the continuation of the frame, and therefore I am using this, and I am creating this for 4 seconds. Therefore I am here taking hop size is the number of samples between the frames, and this should be less than the frame size. So therefore I am taking this value, and now uh, this I am creating, so that if there will be, suppose there is a label 5 for the one activity and label 3 for the another activity, and if you are switching between 5 to 3, and that time that will count that which category is the maximum encountered, the value of the label. So that will give us the prediction for the highest number of the encountered category. So that is therefore we have to prepare our frames for going to input, and we have to reshape our data also, so that we can fed into the convolution neural network. And now we have created our model. So here this is the input layer with the dropout 0.1, and these are the yeah, this was the input layer, this was the hidden layer with activation function relu, and this is our output layer with activation function softmax. And now we are compiling our model and fitting our model, and here you can see the accuracy of our model. So we are getting the accuracy of 87.85 and the loss of 0.25%. So here is my model. Thank you.